Chapter 3 Normal Distribution Exercise 3. We have completed with the properties of normal distribution. Now exercise 3 we will start with section B. Now it is given here as the 9th example. Mean is 13.25. Standard deviation is 10. We have to calculate third quartile. Mean is denoted by mu and standard deviation is denoted by sigma. So mu value is 13.25. Sigma is equal to 10. Keeping in the formula of Q3, that is third quartile, this formula is already given in properties of normal distribution. Q3 is equal to mu plus 0.675 sigma. Keeping the value of 10 in the place of sigma and calculating it, the value of Q3 will be equal to 20. 10th one given is mean is 10, sigma is 6, that is standard deviation is 6. We need to calculate quartile deviation. The formula of quartile deviation is 2 by 3 sigma. So keeping the value of sigma as 6 and calculating quartile deviation, we get it as 4. Now section B, 11th question is mean deviation given is 8. We need to calculate standard deviation, that is sigma. Now the formula of mean deviation is 4 by 5 sigma. Mean deviation given is 8. So 8 is equal to 4 upon 5 sigma. For calculating sigma, 5 will be multiplied with 8 and divided by 4, that is cross multiplication. We get the value of sigma as 10. 12th one is quartile deviation given is 12. Standard deviation is to be calculated. Quartile deviation formula is 2 by 3 sigma. Putting the value of quartile deviation as 12 equal to 2 by 3 sigma. Taking up the cross multiplication, sigma is equal to 12 into 3 divided by 2. Calculating this, we get the value of sigma as 18. So this is how the properties and the formulas are being used to calculate short examples of chapter 3. Chapter 3 Normal Distribution, section B, question number 13. It is given as for a probability distribution of standard normal variable, state the estimated limits for the middle 50% observations. Now middle 50% observation, they lie between Q1 and Q3. So Q1 value is minus 0.675 and Q3 value is 0.675. So Q1 lies towards negative side and Q3 lies towards positive side. So in between the 50% values, they lie between minus 0.675 and 0.675. Question number 14 is the extreme quartiles of normal distribution are 20 and 30. Find its mean. Extreme quartiles means Q1 and Q3. Q1 value is given 20, Q3 value is given 30. We have to calculate the value of mu, that is mean. As per the properties and the formula of Q1, we have Q1 equal to mu minus 0.675 sigma. Q3 is equal to mu plus 0.675 sigma. So solving both these equations with the help of elimination, after substituting the value of Q1 as 20, Q3 as 30, eliminating both the equations negative and positive part, that means solving with the help of elimination method, we are left out with 20 plus 30 50 and mu plus mu as 2 mu. So calculating mu becomes 25. So if extreme quartiles are given, the value of mean is 25. 15th one given is the monthly expense of a group of persons follows normal distribution with mean 10,000. The value of mu is given as 10,000 and standard deviation 1,000. The value of standard deviation is 1,000. A student has obtained a Z score equal to 1. Z score is equal to 1 given. For randomly selected person having monthly expenses more than 11,000. Now this 11,000 is the value of X. So X is given is greater than 11,000. Is this calculation of Z score true? Give reason. Means if the value of X is greater than 11,000, then is the value of Z equal to 1 correct or not? That we have to check it. Now the formula of Z is X minus mu upon sigma. But as the value of X we are using is more than 11,000, so it will be greater than, Z will be greater than 11,000 minus 10,000 divided by 1,000. We are keeping the values of mu and sigma. 1,000 upon 1,000 we got it. So Z we got to be greater than 1 but not equal to 1. Hence this statement is not true. 16th one is the age of a group of persons follows normal distribution with mean 45 years. The value of mean given is 45 and standard deviation 10 years. Sigma is given as 10 years. Calculate Z score for a randomly selected person having age 60 years. Now we have to calculate here the value of Z when X is given to be 60. So the formula of Z is X minus mu upon sigma. So keeping the value of X as 60 minus 45 divided by 10 and solving this will get the value of Z as 1.5. So this is how the Z score is being calculated. 17th one given is marks obtained by students of a school in economics. Subject follows normal distribution with mean mu. The value of mean is given as mu and standard deviation sigma. The value of standard score that a randomly selected student obtained 60 marks is 1. Standard score is given as 1 when the student is getting 60 marks. 60 marks becomes the value of X. Standard score means the value of Z, that is 1. If the variance of variable is 100, then find average marks. Variance means sigma square, that is the square of standard deviation, that is given as 100. So sigma will become equal to 10, that is standard deviation will be 10. We need to calculate the value of mean. Average score means mean. So using the formula of Z, Z is equal to X minus mu upon sigma. Keeping all the values, Z value 1, x given is 60 minus mu upon sigma value 10. Taking 10 and multiplied with 1, we get 10 equal to 60 minus mu. So mu is equal to 60 minus 10, and the value of mean or the average score, we get it to be 50. So here we have completed with section B.